Hi everyone, I'm Paul Elvin. So the shot that we're going to be covering today is the shot over the bunker that we've got just behind us. So a lot of the times when I'm playing the Pro-Ams, a lot of the guys kind of struggle to get the height on the shot. So they rather normally do two things. So normally they try to kind of help the ball up so the weight goes onto the right foot. They try to then kind of back out the shot and try to sort of help the ball up. Normally results in hitting the middle of the ball, kind of thinning across, going into the bunker or kind of shooting across the green. The other one is where they feel nervous over the shot. They almost feel like they can't release the club, so their hands on the way down end up being a long way forward. They get that kind of chunk into the ground there, and then because of that kind of downwards hit, because of where the leg's kind of being held and hit into the grass, we then get that duff shot where the ball doesn't end up kind of getting the height that we want. Landing soft, and it's hard to control. It's really hard to get the right strike, so we catch a little bit before the ball. Obviously, where we're really reducing the bounce, we catch before the ball, we end up duffing the shot. So a different way that we're going to kind of learn to play it. A lot of people feel like we need to play with the club head really open. We can open the club face up slightly. We can kind of go more for an extreme flop shot when we need it, but for this shot that we've got behind us, we can keep the club face fairly square. The main part that we need to be focusing on is the release of the club. So if I'm playing the shot from here, my ball position is going to be off the left heel, and my shaft isn't going to be leaning forward. I see a lot of guys want to play it that kind of way. So my shaft isn't going to be leaning forward, it isn't going to be leaning back, it's going to be quite neutral. And all I'm going to make sure I do is I hit into the grass, but I'm making sure that my wrists are releasing and the club head is going to be out racing the grip. So I'm going to hit into the grass, and then I get that club releasing that way. So if I hit one for you now, all I'm kind of focusing on when I'm hitting the shot is just making sure that the club's going to release, because if the club doesn't release, obviously then we store the lag and get that kind of strike. Well, we don't really want that. We want to try and make sure that we're hitting into the grass and then we're releasing the club. We can get quite a lot of spin that way as well, especially if we've got a good lie. So we're just making sure that the weight kind of stays on that left side, the ball position's on that left heel. We're really hitting into the grass, but we're releasing the club. So if I show you from that angle there, if I slowed it down, my weight's going to be staying on the left. So I'm really hitting into the grass, but my club head is out racing the hand, so we want to lose that motion. We want more of that kind of shot there. So we're going to be ball position off the left heel, weight onto the left, that kind of way. And from that position we can play that really high soft shot onto the green, get it running up towards